Hello Aquarius, and welcome to my channel. My name is Maria Gaian. I am an intuitive business success coach. I'm also a green witch and a tarot card reader, and I'm here to do your September 2021 general money and business reading. Are you excited? Let's start. We've got Brown Bear Spirit, take time out. I've just that's really funny. I just got a flash there of a frazzled mom getting the kids back to school and being able to just take a break for a minute and have a breather. How does that relate to your finances? Let's see. Where you need to focus your energy this month is on the Knight of Crystals, endurance and determination. This is a great card. This is about setting a routine up, planning. It's a slow-moving card, to be fair. This is not about you rushing through things, but it fits very nicely with the energy of this brown bear. This kind of, let's just take a breath now. Plan out how we're going to finish off the year. Let's get methodical. Let's build a routine. Oh, look at this. Your strengths, your positives. 4 of feathers, sanctuary and rest. Can you see a theme here, Aquarius? Because I can. It's pretty obvious. What are the possible obstacles? The Knight of Feathers, action and focus. This is all about exploration, discovery, new ways of communicating. And how do we finish? We finish on the 2 of Shells, which is all about union and harmony and emotional connections and partnerships. So how does all this relate to money, you ask? Well, what it says to me is that you need to take some time out for yourself. And I know that that is very difficult especially if you've been taking time out from your business anyway to take care of the kids over the summer. And a lot of people do. There's not a lot of choice in that. I feel like this is telling you that chasing money in a sort of erratic, desperate way is not the right thing to do in September. This is about you taking the time to think about what you want, to plan out what you want, and how you're going to get it. And September, I love September actually for this sort of thing, because it's very, I feel that very back to school kind of vibe where it's a new start. I actually think it's preferable sometimes to the New Year stuff. You know, every New Year we kind of go, oh, we'll have a new start and we'll do stuff. But that New Year time can feel a bit down in the dumps sometimes, especially if the weather is bad. So I tend to have these urges to plan and to get new things done in April time when it starts to be spring and you kind of feel that waking up of your energy. And in September when the kids are back at school, holidays are over, the weather's starting to turn a little bit, and it's almost like hibernation is on the cards here. It feels a little bit like there needs to be some hibernation. Now, why has this got anything to do with money? I think really it's just asking you to take a step back. This Knight of Crystals, he is all about the planning. He's very methodical. He's about setting up a routine. I'm getting the feeling of creating budgets. And I think that this is a month for reflecting on your finances. What are you spending? What are you spending money on that maybe you don't need to spend money on? You know, sometimes I do a review of things and I find I'm paying out for software or a subscription to something that I never ever use. So it's a time for looking at your budget and seeing what you can cut out and seeing if there's something that you actually need to be spending money on instead that allows you to take time out. It could be that you need a new customer relationship management system that will give you some time to yourself, that will help you. Maybe you need to be hiring yourself a VA. a virtual assistant so that the burdens are taken from you a little bit. I'm going to take a look and see what Colette Baron Reid says about Brown Bear Spirit. Here we go. There is a time to act and a time to focus your attention on patient strategizing. The arrival of Brown Bear Spirit signals that you are best served by foregoing hard work towards your goals at this moment and instead taking the time out to meditate or just take a nap so you can refresh yourself and begin planning what you want to co-create next. Come to know the lay of the land as you contemplate and imagine what you might do in this vast space of possibility before you. And begin forming a plan. Remember, sleep allows for dreaming and rest allows for clear-headed strategizing. How might you become the person you wish to be and experience whatever your heart desires? Insights will arise as you explore the possibilities and begin envisioning your plan. Knowing what you want will ensure you use your energy wisely in the days ahead. Be patient at this time, relax and be calm and peaceful so you can recharge. The call for action will come later. When you become so frazzled that you can't decide how to move forward, Brown Bear Spirit arrives to remind you to let go of your impatience in getting to the answers and solving the problems that face you. Now is the time for rest and meditation. Take a break, let insights arise and know that you have plenty of time to make plans. Brown Bear Spirit reminds you that sometimes the best and most effective action is non-action, allowing the situation around you to reveal itself to you so you can better understand it. Remember that what is yours will never be withheld from you, so you really can relax and wait until the next right action is revealed. Miracles come from out of nowhere, and yours will arrive on Great Spirit's timetable. That's really beautiful, isn't it? And it's what I've just been saying about taking time out to plan. I feel like there's budgeting that needs doing. I feel like you can save yourself some cash by budgeting. I think maybe you could take some time to shop around for supplies and things like that. I feel like there's a big reassessment here of the money. I'm not seeing in this reading loads of money coming in, but I feel like you're creating a foundation for it. So this Knight of Crystals that we've got with this planning, again, he's repeating this. This is where you need to focus your energy on planning what is coming next and take your time over it. There's no rush. Like Brown Bear Spirit is saying, there's an impulse, I think, for us to hurry up. We need to do all this planning now. We need to be making the money now. So let's just get going. And sometimes we just end up frazzled and in a mess, don't we? So it's easier to just take a breath and think, right, okay, let's take time. It could be that it takes you a few days to get to the bottom of all this, to plan out what's next. But if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. And then here we are again with this Four of Feathers repeating this message here. It's about sanctuary and rest. It's about meditation, quieting the mind, grounding your thoughts. This is exactly what needs to happen. I think this is telling you really to not look at your situation from an emotional position. And if you've not got a lot of income going on at the moment, then it's very difficult to take the emotion out of it. We get anxious, we get worried, we are desperate in some cases to know where the next money's coming from. And with the situation around the world at the moment, there's a lot of people in that position. If you're going through that, you're not alone. I know that doesn't make it feel any easier because, you know, your situation is your situation, and the fact that thousands of other people are going through it doesn't really doesn't make you feel any better. But I'm kind of advising you now to take the emotion out of it and use your intellect, your rational mind, use your thoughts, think about the facts and actually take action on them rather than working on your finances from a position of desperation, anxiety, upset, all that sort of stuff. You need to let that go and just be looking at the facts, deal with stuff bit by bit by bit. The possible obstacles are the Knight of Feathers, and he is all about action and focus and doing a lot of work. And I often associate this guy with busy work, with work that doesn't actually fix a problem. It doesn't actually bring any income in. It's not what I call an income producing activity. It's just busy work. At the end of the day, you look back and you think, yes, I've been busy all day, I've done all these things, but they don't actually really move your business forward. And those sorts of things can include being on social media all day, thinking that you're creating connections or, you know, making thousands of posts, when actually your return on investment on social media might be teeny tiny. Does that make sense? There's a lot of people that don't actually get any return on their investment of time on social media at all. So it's that sort of thing. It could be that you end up rushing ahead trying to take a lot of action, but it's not the right kind of action. So just be aware of that. And then the possible outcomes here, the Two of Shells. This is about partnership, seeing eye to eye with somebody and making emotional connections. I'm going to clarify that because there's part of me that says that this is going to result in your actual relationships, not necessarily business relationships, but maybe a relationship with a partner, feeling better because of the action that you've taken. I don't know about you, but sometimes when there's financial struggle, and I've been there, you know, oh my God, I've been there, there can be this tendency to panic, and you kind of end up ignoring the situation. Well, that's interesting. Got the Devil there, which is all about materialism, but it's also about self-empowerment. It's not necessarily a negative card to have there with this outcome, because I feel like you're going to get some insights into your finances with what you're doing here. I think by delving into your budget and delving into what you're spending, and I feel that it should be done with people that matter. Now that could be a business partner, it could be your partner, and you may need to go through stuff together to reassure them of what is going on. If there's any sort of, I don't know, I keep being told secrets that maybe you run your business separate and your partner knows nothing about what's going on with it and is actually anxious about what's going on. They're anxious and unsure and maybe doubting your success or your ability for success. Maybe they're concerned about the amount of money you're spending on a business that maybe doesn't bring you as much back in as you'd hoped right now. And you need to assuage their fears. But I feel this card here is actually about you feeling empowered by everything that you've done. And I think it also brings about some harmony between you and a partner that may or may not have been doubting what's going on. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. That may not resonate for you. But I don't know, I just feel like there's an issue. There's been a little bit of conflict perhaps between you and your family members about what the hell it is you're doing, because some people just don't get it, do they? And then we've got the Six of Pentacles. This is about generosity, gratitude, kindness, abundance, accomplishment, and being able to give back. I feel like it's a good outcome for you, Aquarius, this month. I think if you take the opportunity to go away and plan things out, have some rest, have a break. Like I said, I've got this energy of somebody rushing around while the holidays have been on and now needing to get back to work and actually needing to take a breath before they get started. And so this taking time out and having, taking a moment or two to just consider where to go next is really important. I think there's a lot of savings to be made and a lot of investment perhaps in new kit or a person to bring on into your team that will help you to get lots done and to move forward. I've got a little ant. You might see the little ant there. every now and again I'm getting one solo ant across these cards. And so I looked up the spirit animal meaning of the ant, and the ant actually represents prosperity. It represents collaboration, good fortune. I don't know why there's just the odd one. Normally they come in a little line. We get a lot of ants in Spain. And they're usually, you know, nose to tail, collecting things. There's no food in this room, so I don't know why they're coming in. But every now and again one will wander across the cards, and I feel like they're here to bring a message to you about your prosperity and good fortune. So, yes, your overall outcome is your relationships will be better. I feel like you will actually feel empowered by taking control of your finances. And you will receive abundance. There will be give and take here, which makes me think that you may be paying somebody to help you. That's the feeling that I get, that maybe a virtual assistant or a new staff member might be the right thing to do to take some of the burden off yourself. And maybe you'll discover by digging into your budget that you can actually afford to do that. So now let's get on with your general business reading and see how that ties in. Oh, we've got the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? This is very much like the Tower moment. This is about you not wanting to let go of things, not enjoying change. And, you know, we're human. Humans do not enjoy change. We do not like things to be different. Our subconscious mind goes crazy when it thinks that things are going to change because it hates the unknown. It panics that maybe we might end up in trouble, or we might even die from making a change. I think it's time for you to look into if there's something that you're hanging on to that you should let go of. And I'm being drawn back to this now. I feel very much like there could be something that you're hanging on to that's related to your finances that you need to let go of. How interesting. Where you need to focus your energy. The Tower, release and revelation. There's a big change here, Aquarius, in your business. Your strengths, the Chariot, discipline and determination. The High Priestess as possible obstacles. And the Nine of Acorns is the possible outcome. Ooh, wow. This is interesting stuff. We've got all these major arcana cards here. We've got this overarching energy of the crumbling, what are you clinging on to, which is very much Tower energy. And then we've actually got the Tower there as well. Something big is coming to the fore. And I'm being told it's linked to you taking this time out. There will be a revelation that comes up, and it could be to do with your money. It could be that you are overspending on something that is not giving you the results that you desire. It could be that you've got products and services that are doing really well and you need to make more of them. It could be something that you really love, a course or a program or a product that you've created just doesn't sell, and you're hanging on to it in the hope that it will work, and it just isn't, and maybe you need to let go of it. It could be that you need to let go of the way that your business is altogether. As a result of the pandemic, a lot of people have had to do that, especially if it's face-to-face business, and suddenly, you know, we were on lockdown, people have to wear masks, it can be very awkward, it can be difficult to make connections with people, it can be that just people have lost confidence in going out and about and receiving treatment for things. There's a lot of reasons why people have had to change the whole setup of their business. I had to do it. I had an ecotherapy business here, and I remember writing in my diary at the very beginning, I'll just take a hiatus for a couple of months and see what happens. We'll be all back to normal by then, I'm sure. And of course it just went to glory after that. Any ideas I had of taking clients by the ocean, up into the mountains, into the forests, it just wasn't possible. We had a very, very severe lockdown here in Spain, and so my business had to change. And I'm glad I changed it, because looking at it now, I think had I have been waiting patiently for things to reopen, it would not have worked for me anyway, because I rely a lot on people coming over to Spain to do things, And travel situations have changed, and I can't see them changing back anytime soon. People just don't feel comfortable traveling. People just don't feel comfortable doing things in person anymore. You know, so it just feels like it was the right thing to do to actually pivot and change. Now, it hurt my soul to do it because I put so much into creating that business. And the idea of saying, well, I'm done with it now. I have to change. I have to let go of this. It was really hard. And maybe that is what we're looking at here. Maybe you are needing to let go of a certain aspect of your business or change your whole business. And I want to say to you that this is not failure. Changing your business or ending your business to start something else that fits with the world as it is at the moment is not failure. It's actually successful to be flexible, to be able to pivot. Alright, I need you to hear that message now. Don't ever be afraid of change. It is inevitable. But I feel with the Tower card that this is about better times coming. Sometimes things get destroyed, and out of the destruction comes something pretty amazing, and that's what I feel is the theme here. I'm being led by Spirit to say that it's something to do with the investigation of your finances that is going to reveal things to you that you may not like. And it will be a jolt for you, because I do wonder if you're actually very organised with your finances, Aquarius. And I say this with love. There are a lot of people out there that run businesses that pass receipts and invoices off to accountants, and they never really sit and sift through their money. Or they don't even have accountants. They just kind of muddle their way through a tax return every year and hope for the best. And it's only then that you realise just how poorly or how well you're doing. I feel that there is a need here for you to really take control of your finances, and every week to be looking at what is working and what is not. And I just get this feeling that there will be something that is revealed here that is in your finances. And as I said, I don't think it's going to look good. I think it's going to be that there is a product or a service or something that you are losing money on, or that is not making the money that it should be making. And it could need to change, or it could need to be gone altogether. I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope that that is resonating. Your strength will be this Chariot, discipline and determination, having focus. This is very much, I feel, in line with this Knight of Feathers here and this Knight of Crystals, that you are going to move forward. Even though this is all going to crash, you're not going to let this get you down. You're going to pick yourself up and move forward. It's a really great card to get in a business reading, the Chariot, because it is a sign of success, of going the distance, of getting on the chariot and riding it towards your success. I love this because it's represented by the rhino, and I get always this image of the rhino starting to charge. And you can't stop him once he starts charging. He gets going and his little legs start going. And, you know, they're a terrible danger, actually, rhinos. You don't want to get on the wrong side of them. But they do run really fast. They're a lot faster than you would expect. And that's how I feel it represents you, that you will be moving forward at a great rate and you'll just get going. Your obstacles, we've got the High Priestess. And in this position, that this is representative of you blocking your intuition or not trusting it. This represents sacred knowledge, the divine feminine, trusting your gut. And I wonder if you worry about the strength of your intuition. And Spirit is saying don't do that. Whatever you intuitively are feeling is the right thing. I feel like, and a lot of people do this, we're so out of touch, we're so disconnected from ourselves. We listen to every single voice around us, And because life is so noisy and because there are so many people around us, we don't really have the time or space to listen to our own intuition, do we? Again, drawn back to these two, taking the time out. Taking that time out will allow you to dissect and investigate and look at what exactly is going on in your business. And I feel that if you sit quietly with what you find, your intuition will tell you. You will know in your gut whether keeping something is the right or wrong thing to do, whether a new product or service is the right or wrong thing to do, whether changing your whole business is the right or wrong thing to do. You need to start trusting in your own instincts, because you are powerful. You do know what you want. I feel that very strongly, that you know what you want. So you need to trust that your own intuition will guide you towards it. And then your outcome, your possible outcome, we've got the 9 of Acorns. This is about power and perseverance. This is telling you that you are close to the finish line. Never ever give up. This is a card that suggests that sometimes you might be feeling a bit sorry for yourself. After all this investigation, it's very possible that you'll feel a bit sorry for yourself, and you'll be thinking, well, maybe I've wasted money on something, or I've been spending money on something that I didn't even realise I was spending it on, and it gives me nothing. Or, I created this amazing product and it's just not worked, and I put all this time and effort into it and I'm emotionally connected to it, but it's not worked. It's just not worked. And now I have to let go of it, and now I feel a bit sorry for myself. I've been challenged. Maybe I'm feeling a bit paranoid about what to make in the future, because this thing that I tried didn't work, and now I'm worried that, the next thing I've got on the books was just not going to work. This card is telling you, forget all that. Release your inner power. Persevere. And never, ever, ever, ever give up. So Aquarius, I'm going to leave it there. That's not the most straightforward of readings, is it? Really. And I don't want you to get disheartened about these tower moments, because better things will come out of it. But I feel like investigating your finances and your business structure, and whether your business is surviving this current new climate, is something that I feel is very, very necessary. So don't avoid doing it this month, Aquarius. I know, you're probably thinking, well, this seems really hard, and if these tower moments are linked to what I uncover when I look at my finances, then I'd rather just not look. Then I won't have to do all this. Don't do that, because your outcome is very, very good, and we should always know the nuts and bolts and the ins and outs of our business. We should always be on top of what is working and what is not. It makes sense. And just because we're emotionally attached to a product or service doesn't mean that other people are, and sometimes we just have to let go. But I feel like the overarching message here for the whole thing is that you need to take the time to plan, and then listen to your intuition. Do not do stuff based on what everybody else says if your gut is screaming, no, 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 no. Make sure that it's what you want and what you're intuitively led towards. And I feel like you'll be empowered, and there will be rewards at the end of it. You're so, so close. So just never, ever give up. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, and you appreciate me taking the time to make this message, it's 5 o'clock in the morning here. I'm supposed to be on vacation. It's super hot at the moment, so I'm trying to beat the heat, and I have to beat the cicadas that start at about 22 minutes past 9 on average. So I try and get these readings done in the middle of the night so that I've not got all these ridiculous noises going on. Please like, subscribe and share, and help me grow this baby channel so that I can get my messages out to more people that need them. And please tell me in the comments, what are you struggling with in your business? Do you have business blocks? Do you struggle with confidence issues, procrastination, perfectionism, imposter syndrome, feeling like you're just not good enough, feeling like your competition are beating you hands down, and you know there's no room for you in this industry that you're in? And finally, I'm opening the Firefly Circle. We've opened up a community. It's like a Facebook group, but not, because I hate Facebook. It's on the Mighty Network, and it's for women who want to make a larger impact on the planet as a whole through their business. And I'm talking about us joining forces. I've called it the Firefly Circle because one firefly makes a tiny little glow. 1,000 fireflies can really light things up. So I'm interested in women who want to inspire, support and motivate each other to create massive impact in the world. And it can either be directly through your business by healing or coaching or therapy or peace bringing, mediating, guiding, whatever it is that makes people's lives better, or animals' lives better. You could be a Reiki healer, something like that, and you want to make a bigger impact on the planet. Or it could be that you run a B&B in France and you just want to make your business more socially conscious. You want to invest your profits back into something. Whatever it is, this group is for you. I want us to try joint venturing, supporting each other, promoting each other's businesses so that we can make a larger impact on this world, because Lord knows we need it right now. So if that's something that you fancy, please do join. I'll put the links below in the description and probably in a comment, and I will look forward to getting to know you better. It'll be a bit rough around the edges to start with because I've had to start before I'm ready, but I just felt like it was the right time to just open things up. So I'm going to leave it there now. I'm going to go. I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Have a great September, Aquarius. This is Maria Gaian signing out with love and magic always. See you again soon.